You'll wake up in the morning and you got two choices. Do you wake up in the morning with discipline saying, hey, I gotta work? Or do I just mess it up? It's really up to you, the life you wanna have. If you want a good life, then make good choices. What's my choice gonna be today?
Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday, and I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality.
The next year is going to go by whether you're doing something about your life or not. Just sitting around dreaming, someday I'm going to get a different job. Someday I'm going to change this. Well, someday ain't a day of the week.
Because the only easy day was yesterday. It's gone. You wake up, you give it everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you're going to need for your day is probably around you. The further you go away from it, the further you're going away from your day. And whatever you run into, man, run into it and give it all you got.
You have to start moving forward. You have to start taking steps in order to improve your vision, improve your perspective, change your perspective, make some kind of progress. And worst case scenario, you figure out that you walked the wrong direction. Okay, now you can go walk in the other direction. And that's going to be fine. But standing there lost and not doing anything is just waiting to die.
There'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. Put one foot in front of the other. You control what you can't control. And then you see what the outcome is. Right? If you win, great. You're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks. But you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway. Right? So it's really pointless to sit here and debate or have doubt or this, that, and the other. You train as hard as you can. And you step out there and you let it flow.
The day you stop evaluating yourself, the day you stop growing, the day you stop getting better, is the day you die. Is the day the person who's trying to catch you will get you.
And the most important thing to learn is that we have so much to learn. We all do. And we can learn from school and from people and from experience, and we learn from life.
Your life isn't margaritas on a beach in Jamaica. That happens now and then. Those are exceptions.
Your biggest enemy is you. People don't understand it's you against you. The only person that gets in your way is you. Nobody else. It's you.
You have to envision something that is more powerful than you. Something has to get you out of bed. And you have to create it. It has to be false, because you're not it. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem.
Unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you got to push yourself, you're not going to make your dreams come true. You're just not.
Self-discipline is everything. It's all on you. It's all on you. The self part is what's big.
You can't be the best at something and try to balance everything else around your life. There is going to be times where things are going to be out of balance. It just is. So many individuals talk about that you need more balance, you need more balance, you need more balance. You don't find balance, you create it. And it's different for every individual out there.
There's so much knowledge out there, so much information, so many ways to get better. And we make so many mistakes. We're the product of our mistakes. And oftentimes the lesson is sitting there right in front of our face. It's there to be learned, but we miss it, or we don't pay attention to it, or we think we know better until it punches us in the face.
Man, the beauty of being someone who has to go through struggle, the beauty, because you get that. If there's no struggle, then it's nothing. There's no journey. There's no journey. You get to make that magic, man. You get to be the story.
People always say, man, how do you handle failure, man? I fail a lot, dude. I fail all the time. They go, how do you handle it? But I don't look at failure as failure. I look at failure as your first, second, third, fourth, fifth attempt. I look at them as attempts. I don't look at anything as failure. Because when you're going to try to do something, not trying is failure.
Other than death, all failure is psychological. Other than death, all failure is psychological. Think about that. This failure, this upset, this catastrophe, if you aren't dead, then it's just psychological.
The problem is when people fall into that dark hole, they think that defines them. But it doesn't. It doesn't define you. It's just you right now. You could be totally different tomorrow. You're a human being. You can think, you can adjust. That's sometimes all you need to do and decide, this is what I do from now on. I have good days. Tomorrow's going to be another good day. And then I'm going to force myself into another good day. And the next thing you know, I've got some momentum. You got some momentum. You could change everything.
You have a great life in front of you. But your great life is in front of you. It's not behind you.
It doesn't matter where you are in life. It really doesn't. Because the great thing about life is it's always your next move. Your next move that counts. No matter where you are, it doesn't matter. You could change your life if you want to. It's always your next decision.
You can't wait for everything to be okay to live your life.
That's a lesson that people need to hear and learn. Everybody just wants to be comfortable. You can't just wait for things to get perfect. You just go out and do stuff.
You can't let the past burn you twice, right? Which is like, if you failed in the past, if you project that failure into the present, then that past failure continues to repeat itself by you not even trying. It's like if we're looking at a kid who's walking, right, and they fall, we're not like, I think it's just going to be a crawler. You say so much worse things to yourself when it's like, if you failed, so what? It's like, it's a process. You're going to learn to walk, and you'll learn to walk eventually, as long as you don't stop.
I'm a warrior, period. There's a lot of guys that have been in a lot more combat than me. A warrior is not always that. A warrior is a mother says, hey, I'm here again today. I'm here again tomorrow. I'm going to be here the next day. I'm 50 years old. I'm still getting after it. It's a person that puts no limit on what's possible.
It's challenges that you face. Let their demands and their trials make you stronger. Let the adversity you face today turn you into a better person tomorrow.
There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. Failure is the mother of all success. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan getting cut from his 9th grade basketball team, he wouldn't have became Michael Jordan. All they can do is learn and come back bigger, better, stronger, because all it's going to do is lead you in the right direction. If you're always winning, then you don't really understand what it is to win. You got to take those losses. You got to take those hits. There's got to be the valleys, the peaks, the ups, the downs. In order for you to, when it does happen, you go, wow, this is what it's all about.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood, and you should want this fight to be miserable. You should want this to hurt. Be the guy who thrives in that.
It's dangerous to dwell on past mistakes. People sort of define themselves by the worst moments that they've ever had. And if that's the case, like some people are stuck in high school. They're stuck in failures that they had, like when they were first getting jobs, and they always think that they're a loser, and they keep low expectations so that they never have to feel that. You got to get through it. You got to get through bad feelings, and you get through it by just picking yourself back up and moving forward and going.
Don't have time to regret. We move on because we are acceptable for what we are, not what we think we should be. I'm accepted in myself by what I am, but not as I think I should be, because that's a lie. I'm a sinner. I'm an old sinner. I've done some bad things. I've done some good things. So, you just to give yourself a move on.
Wherever you've been in the past that's bad, if you're not still there, Your companion, which is yourself, needs to feel free to tell you it's okay. That was a bad place to be. That was a bad person to be. But you're not that person anymore. And you're not in that place anymore.
You are not your past. You're you. You're you right now. Like the past you might have done some things you wish you hadn't done. Don't dwell on that. You learn from it, that's fine, but don't dwell on it. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Use it as fuel. Say never again. I get what I did wrong, but don't think that you're that person that made those mistakes. You're the person who's learned.
Learn and move on. Don't let regret beat you down. Don't be a slave to regret. No. Let it teach you. Let it make you better. Let the fear of regret fuel you to take action, to become a better person, not filled with regret, but filled with knowledge. Filled with knowledge and strength and power and filled with life.
I look back at things in my life and I can't say it was somebody else's fault. I can't say I didn't do that. But then at the same time, I have to tell myself that you're a human and you made it right and you're making it right and it's okay.
And my personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you?
I started to say, what if I can pull this off? When I first walked into the Navy SEAL recruiter's office, he looked at me and said, there's only been 35 African Americans in 70 years make it through. You know what I said to myself? What if I can be the 36th? It's the what if I can pull off a fucking miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? And just me talking about that, I have the hair going up on my arms because it makes me just like, what if?
Like everything around you is full of potential. Everything. Maybe more potential than you could ever possibly utilize. And so maybe all you have is this little rat hole of a room in some rundown place in the world. It's like, fix it up.
Stop searching. Stop looking. Okay? You don't find love.
The major key to your reaching your dream, your living up to your greatness, your making your contribution, but the major key to your making things happen in your life is you.
There's something about you that no matter what life throws at you, you will overcome it. You and I are cut from the same cloth. We're branches of the same tree.
What do you do when you tried and failed and you want to quit and you want to give up?
The storms will come. There are times when the nights will be long and dark and you will be alone. There will be times when the darkness seems to consume everything. Do not let the darkness win. Fight. Fight on.
If you ever go through something, hold your head up. If you ever make a mistake, hold your head up. If you ever do something and everything goes wrong, life catch you on the blind side, hold your head up. It's not over. This is not it for you. You have not peaked here. There's more in you than you are expressing. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard what's in store for you if you challenge yourself, if you persist and persevere, if you take ownership for your life.
The key is what we do in our times of pain. Pain will change us. heartache, loss, disappointments, they don't leave us the same. Now, how the pain changes you is up to you.
I would love to tell you that on the road to success, everything is going to work out. It's not. It's going to be a dog fight. It's a dog fight. Like, you don't see that on YouTube. You don't see that on my TGI. It's a dog fight. My wife, 3 years ago, 7 legions found on her brain. It's a dog fight. It hadn't been easy. It's a dog fight. The road hadn't been success. Like, it's just a paved road. And like each he go this way, it's been rough. It's been crooked. It's been hard. But I've made up in my mind that I will get a reward for the pain that I go through. I will not stop in the middle of the process. I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. I will take everything that happens in my life and I will allow the pain to push me to greatness. You will not break me. You will not stop me. You will not defeat me. The only way I lose is if I quit. It's going to be a dog fight.
All your excuses are lies. They are lies, all of them. Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. Taking the easy road and leaving discipline behind. Think about them.
I believe that all of us are born unique, but most of us die copies.
You can either live your dreams or live your fears. And I think the majority of people actually are not living their dreams, but are living their fears. So I want to ask you a question. What are your fears? What are you afraid of? What are you scared of? Because we all have fears, don't we? We all have something that's blocking us, that's holding us back. And as we begin to look at life, what we realize is that the reason that most people are not living out their true potential, are not doing all of the things that they would really like to do, is because of fear.
No one said that the path is going to be easy. And it's not. We know life is rough and we know there will be pain. And whether that pain is at the hands of an enemy or at the hands of nature or time or disease, there will be pain. That's the way life is.
And so if you're ready to quit, then don't get started. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no 1,000,000 times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm one yes away. I'm one yes away. You can't keep telling me no forever. You can't keep denying me forever. This type of energy, this type of passion, you can't stop it. You can contain it for a while, but you cannot stop. This is life. And you can't defeat me. There is not. You don't have enough power. You don't have enough energy. You don't have enough strength to stop this. Contain it for a year, you might. 2 years, you might. You do not have hate, does not have enough energy to destroy love. You cannot destroy this.
See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream as we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out.
True champions get hungrier every time they win. They don't reach a peak. They don't reach a pinnacle. Winners dominate losers. Legends dominate winners. And your mentality on this earth should be that you want to dominate winners. Legends feel fulfilled and happy because they do what they have to do to be the best there ever was at whatever it is that you do. Just winning is not enough. You're not maximizing your potential. You're not becoming who the you could become. But dominating people who are winning